Seafloor spreading is a process in which new ocean floor is created as hot, less dense material from below the Earth's crust rises towards the surface at the mid-ocean ridge. This material flows sideways, carrying the seafloor away from the ridge and creates a crack in the crust. The magma flows out of the crack, cools down, and becomes the new seafloor. This seafloor spreading was strengthened with the discovery that the magnetic rocks near the ridge follow a pattern. Magnetic reversal is also called magnetic flip of the Earth. It happens when the North Pole is transformed into a South Pole, and the South Pole becomes the North Pole. This is due to the change in the direction of flow in the outer core. When magnetic reversal occurs, there is also a change in the polarity of the rocks, which allowed scientists to visualize the magnetic stripes. To further explore what happens deep under the ocean at the mid-Atlantic ridge, let's try the activity. Activity 5, entitled Split and Separate. The objectives are: simulate and describe the seafloor spreading process, and then realize the importance of the seafloor spreading process relative to the continental dip theory. The materials in this activity are board paper, bond paper, colored pencils, pair of scissors, and ruler. The procedures to make are: using a colored pencil, draw stripes across one sheet of bond paper, parallel to the short size of the paper. The stripes should be varied in spacing and thickness. Number 2. Fold the bond paper in half lengthwise. Number 3. Write the word START at the top of both halves of the paper. Number 4. Cut the bond paper in half along the dashed line to form 2 strips. Number 5. Take the board paper and make 3 11cm long slits as indicated in the illustration. Number 6. The 2 slits near the edges of the bond paper should be both 11cm from the center slit. Number 7. Put the 2 strips of paper together so that the start labels touch one another. Number 8. Insert the strips up through the center slit, then pull them toward the side slits. Number 9. Insert the ends of the strips into the side slits. Pull the ends of the strips as shown in the figure below, and watch what happens at the center slit. Number 10. Practice pulling the strips through the slits until you make the stripes come up and go down at the same time. What do the stripes in the paper represent? So if you're wondering what does the stripe represents, the stripe represents the rocks with normal and reverse magnetic polarities. So that's what the stripes represents. Let's go to question number 2. What does the middle slit represent and what occurs in this region? The middle slit represents the mid-ocean ridge where the actual seafloor spreading occurs. where the actual site of seafloor spreading occurs. Yeah, that's right. Question number 3. What is the role of mid-ocean ridge in the movement of lithospheric plates? The mid-ocean ridge serves as the origin of the lithospheric movement. It is where the force that pushes the lithospheric plates originates. Question number 4. How does the new seafloor form at the mid-ocean ridge? Hot, less dense material from below the Earth's crust rises towards the surface at the mid-ocean ridge. This material flows sideways, carrying the seafloor away from the ridge, and creates a crack in the crust. The magma flows out of the crack, cools down, and becomes the new seafloor. Question number 5. What processes happen at side slits? The side slits serve as the subduction zone where old seafloor plunges beneath another tectonic plate. Last question. Is the Earth getting larger and wider when plates drift away from each other? Then explain. The Earth is not getting larger and wider, not getting smaller, because if there is the production of a new seafloor in the mid-ocean ridge, there is also a destruction of an old seafloor at the subduction zone.